that if you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with great people. And the coaching staff that we have is by far excellent. Ashley has a passion for the game. Obviously, Maggie showed that she has a passion for the game. And I have two great assistant coaches right here, Coach Gino and Coach Brian. The whole coaching staff makes up the program. And without their help, this program would not be anywhere close to what it is. I also want to thank all the parents that you guys put a lot of time in to have your daughters play as well as they play right now. Without the parents, these kids are not going to succeed as well as they have. You guys have dedicated a lot of time. We have a lot of coaches that are over here on the tables. They all know the game, but what I really appreciate is they allow the coaches to coach the game instead of them trying to coach the game. So that is big. Because I know a lot of communities, the parents are out chirping the coaches all the time. It's nothing but that. But you guys are very respectful, and ladies, very respectful. You let us do our job, and it's greatly appreciated. Also, I would also like to thank the school, Steve Sheriff, who unfortunately wasn't able to be the acting AD this year. But Bill Chapman came in and did an excellent job. And he also found out the AD job is not an easy job. Because when we had the coach's orientation with the AD, he was over there and he's like, this is not. Well, the last conversation I had with him, when he goes to Shepherd Hill next year as the principal, the first thing he's going to do, the AD job is going to be a full-time job instead of teaching 2 classes. He said, no, that's a demanding job, and I am going to promote that guy as full-time. So he obviously has respect for that AD job. It's not easy. So that was a plus that came out of the program. People respecting other jobs. And we'd also like to thank the people from the PAL. I mean, we have cancellation of games, we change dates, this and that, and they actually have to reshuffle their schedule for us. Or whenever we wanted practice time, they made sure they found time for it, they shuffled their program. We are a priority there. PAL treats us as a priority. We're not just guests. We are part of their program. They're proud to have us, and I'll tell you what, I am proud to be part of that facility. I don't know of any other schools that can actually go to one facility and have all 3 of their teams practice at the same time, in the same location. It's pretty remarkable. It's actually really remarkable, and it works great. It works great. And the PAL they put a lot of time into the facility itself as far as the job they did this year is getting ready on the place. With the new picnic area in. I mean, when people come and see our game, they come to a quality facility.
Yes, they do.
It's a quality facility. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great venue.
Let's face it. When the girls feel good, they play good. When they don't feel good,
Something there.
Take the day off. But now I will get on to the main crux here, which is our players. We'll start off with, and girls, I want you to come up, get whatever you're supposed to be getting over here, and then stand in this area, okay? I have all the team at the end. We're going to start off with our freshman, Megan Gorman. The second freshman to be a starter in the last 4 years.
Oh my God.
Being a freshman and playing varsity is not an easy thing to do.
I know.
It takes an exceptional talent, and Megan has that talent. Her drive is incredible. Her instincts, she has instincts that seniors have. She reads the plays well. She's over there at second base. They're throwing a changeup. She's gonna try to steal third. And 90% of the time, she's successful. So, great mind, great talent. Hits the ball a ton. Batted number 9 in the 9th spot for us. But I tell you, she's the deadliest 9th batter probably in the state, never mind the league. But that, tremendous player. And I'm only looking forward to having her for another 3 years.
Hopefully she doesn't go anywhere.
No. Yes, she got a letter. Next is Nicole Carter. Nicole, at the end of the season, I always ask Maggie, are there any girls that we should bring up from the JV team? It's either as a reward or for the hard work that they put in it, or the kind of year that they had at the JV. And what it does is it extends their practice for another 2, well, this time another extra 3 weeks. They get to play ball for an extra 3 weeks. And Nicole also did some running for us. When she came up to the varsity, she actually did some running for us, scored a couple of runs, did a nice job. But it's mostly a reward that Maggie kind of fills me in on it. And if we think the girls can help the team, we're glad to have them on board, and Nicole definitely helped us. And she worked very hard at practice, trying to show where her talents are, so next year when she tries out for the varsity team, she thinks she'll have a leg up on most of the other people, but we'll see. even the starters from last year are not automatic varsity players next year, whether they know it or not. But we just assume they are. Next is May Singer.
There she is.
After a few games in the season, we kind of realized that we were lacking some speed on the team. So we needed another runner. So I talked to Maggie and decided on May. And it's kind of tough for me because she's playing every game at the JV level, getting a lot of playing time in. Now she has to sit on the bench at the varsity level, waiting for someone to get on base so she could be a courtesy runner. But she accepted the role and she did a fantastic job. And in practice, she worked really hard as far as the positions that we were working her at. So, May, great job. Jessica Bonner. This kid can do it all. Right, Jess? Jess, can you do this? Absolutely. Never done it before, but I can do it.
That's right.
But Jess always has a smile on her face, great personality, tremendously hard work. I mean, she'll run through a wall for you if you ask her to. In fact, one practice, she dove for a fly ball, and she jammed her shoulder.
Oh my God.
I'm okay, I'm
Are
okay.
you sure? Are you sure?
But fortunately, she was okay. It just turned out to be a sprained shoulder. Yes. A sprained shoulder. And I don't think people understand, but just had 21 at bats this year. She actually batted 368 with. That was in 21 plate appearances. She had 7 RBIs in 21 plate appearances. So she contributed.
Yeah, she did good.
Sid had a great year. Really good year. She was our starting left fielder at the beginning of the year. And her hitting was outstanding. She batted 375, scored 20 runs. But unfortunately for her, we had a senior that was on the mend, and when the senior was able to play, we went with the senior's bat. The senior has proved through the year that she's a clutch player, Deserved her position back. She rehabbed as hard as she could, came back. But Sid had a great year. Sid had a really good year. And because of it, we didn't lose a step when Kaylee Bench was out there. Nice job.
Wow.
Then we have one of our stars, Haley McCaskey. Haley is our number 2 slapper and knows how to get the bat on the ball. Advanced Krista more times than not. A lot of times she actually got base hits, like she batted 316. She was batting 420, 430 most of the year, and towards the end of the season, everything she hit was happened to be at somebody. It wasn't that she wasn't hitting the ball, just that her luck had run out. I think she probably tried to kill about 4 or 5 pitches this year, without success, by the way. But she did go back up the middle a few times with the fear of God into some of those pitches. Haley had a tremendous year. She actually selected at HockamockSports.com. That's the website that follows Hockamock Sports very closely. They have their own people that pick the All-Stars. So their All-Stars sometimes is different than the Hockamock League All-Stars. They select their own. There's no input from anybody but themselves. And they recognize that Haley had a great year and they put her on their All-Star. Congratulations. Then we have Brooke Jody, who's not here.
Oh, Brooke couldn't
Down in
come.
Florida, son yourself.
Oh, she's in Florida. Brooke
Brooke had a
talent.
great year also. She's selected by the Sun Chronicle for the All-Star team.
Oh, so she had to miss the
She batted
banquet.
426, 18 RBIs, 24 runs scored, had 3 home runs.
Yeah, she
had
had to
some
leave
clutch hits
yesterday.
for us. Very powerful kid. I was pitching bat in practice, not that that's impressive, but I was pitching bat in practice. And I think she took 5 out of the ballpark in a row on.
No tomorrow.
That's it, I'm out of here. It's too bad I can't pitch tomorrow against you guys. You guys do all right. But Brooke hits the ball a long way. And she's a very aggressive player. Next we have Elise Herrera. Elise pitched for us at the beginning of the year. Settled in at first base and did a fantastic job at first base. I personally think she's one of the better, not one of the best, she's one of the best first basemen around. There's no balls that got by her unless they were really poorly thrown. She fielded the position incredibly, absolutely incredibly. And I think it's the first year you played first base. So she looked like a veteran up there. It was amazing. She did a tremendous job. And because of all those efforts, by the way, she also hits the longest foul balls I'll ever see. If she doesn't hit at least 3 per at bat, then I'm surprised. But she's selected as the Rookie of the Year. To Brianna Lacey, that's our last sophomore. Everybody knew at the beginning of the year. The one
Yeah, a
position
lot of
that
sophomores on the
definitely
team.
had was catcher. Our catcher had
That's
graduated,
fine.
and we really didn't have anybody coming up that nobody that had any varsity experience. So, of course, first day of practice, we got like 10,000 catches and tryouts. Everybody's a catcher all of a sudden. But they whittled out pretty quick. And Brianna proved to be the girl that I wanted to go put all my money on, to be quite honest. And I kind of figured at the beginning of the year we would struggle, but eventually she would catch on and this and that. She caught on right from the beginning. She did a tremendous job. And the maturity that she had throughout the year, you could just see it. Beginning of the year, she was just worried about catching the ball. I mean, catching Kaylee McGain, that's quite the feat to begin with. So at the beginning of the year, she's just worried about catching the ball, and then after that, she started to get a little more comfortable. When Kaylee would have a struggle a little bit, which seldom happened, but it did happen. Brianna, all of a sudden now she's getting out from behind the plate, going and talking to her and stuff like that. Really, really matured. She had trouble catching pop-ups at the beginning of the year. At the end of the year, she was phenomenal. I mean, she caught two of them in the game against Lexington, wasn't it? I believe it. Yeah. I know it was 2 in the game, but I think it was against Lexington. She just had a great year. I was more concerned about the catching than the hitting, so I had her catching all the time and not worried about hitting. That's not going to happen next year because she can hit the ball. When she did have the opportunity, she had 37 at bats and she batted .355 with I think 5 extra base hits. So it's not that she's a slouch hitting the ball. It's just that we had other girls that we wanted to hit and we wanted her to concentrate on a position that we thought was very important. And she did it tremendous. I think we only gave up 6 stolen bases all year. That's how good she looked behind the plate. They were afraid to steal on her. I don't know why no one tested her, but she looked so good they didn't want to test her. But then again, we weren't playing against her. And we would have been running. You probably would have been throwing us out, but we would have still kept running. Brianna gets the Coach's Award. Next we have Betsy Walsh. Call-ups that Maggie suggested, and it was a pleasure to have Betsy on the team for the last 3 weeks. She came in, she showed that I can play first base and I can swing the bat, and we'll see what happens next year, right, Betsy? The next junior is Jen Hutman.
Oh yeah.
Jen's been selected to the Sun Chronicle All-Stars.
Right.
I failed to mention that Brooke Tody is also selected to the Sun Chronicle All-Stars. Jen's a tremendous person. There you go, smiling all the time. That's Jen. She smiles all the time. Great disposition, great personality. Tremendous third baseman, and she can also pitch. Doesn't do a bad job pitching either.
That's right, against Attleboro.
She is a really, really strong hitter.
No good.
As we all know, in the last game, the 3-1 homer was a big one.
Yeah, that really meant a lot. We needed some insurance.
But she hit 8 home runs during the course of the year. And everybody says, oh, but you're playing at the PAL. Oh, that last game, I don't think we were at the PAL.
No, we were at Worcester State College.
She hits the ball long, and I don't care which spot we're playing at, those balls are going over the fence.
Yeah, whether it be Taunton High
Jen was selected,
or Lowell.
Oh, she had 25 RBIs, which tied for the RBI lead on the team. And she also, with her wheels, she still scored 23 runs. And she's so well respected by her teammates that she's going to be the captain next year.
Oh, she's captain. All right. I knew she was going to get captain.
No need for anything? Kaylee just
Senior.
loves this game. She really loves this game. And when she got hurt last summer, first tournament of the year